It's ready. The time has come.
The time for the 7 fragments of power to clash and become whole again. Now they will vie for control over the reformed Great One, the being which holds the infinite power of 2 Septarians.
Come, Ordine!
Master, wait!
Father!
We had planned for the final rivalry to take place once the war below had reached its climax. It's too early. We must wait another day at the very least. Otherwise, there won't be enough energy. The Reformation will be incomplete.
It's fine, Alberic. There is more than enough strife in the world to suit our needs. Some battles begin long before any blood is shed. The time has come to settle this!
It's my turn!
Get back!
All right!
I would take part in the rivalries and defeat the other 5 candidates, absorbing their power. All so that I might destroy the root of all evil, Ishmelga!
My lord. Whoa. What incredible resolve.
Fool! Why did you not tell me?
Roselia.
How could I just sit and watch from afar? Leanne, why did you not confide in me? You and Dreckles both.
He said to me it was something we humans had brought up. Were we to continue to foist our problems onto you, we would that, and he claimed it would not be very becoming for an old, stubborn man like... As for me, this all came about because of my own stubbornness. How could I possibly take such a selfish burden and place its weight on the shoulders of my dear friend?
Both of you. No. I am the foolish one.
Roselia.
Now I understand. Your actions were motivated by loyalty to the one you love. No, you sacrificed yourself to protect the future of the entire Empire. I see now that you never truly sought to bring about the Great Twilight. You simply pretended to go along with it for the sake of your true goal. Win all the rivalries, and destroy the Ebon Knight.
Oh, that's...
What makes you certain my motives were so noble, Duvalie?
Because I know, deep in my heart, in the 8 years I've fought by your side, I've witnessed your sense of justice and your boundless compassion. You value kindness and living one's life with honor more than anything else. There's no way someone as virtuous as you would ever want to end the world. Regret? But your compassion far outweighs those. That said, my lord, if I may speak plainly, you have made a serious mistake. The Great Twilight involves all of us. You have me in that, and not just us. Everyone.
Duvalie. She's right.
Yeah, she's... Her helmet!
It's been 8 years since I took you in. I knew a day like this might come eventually. But I never thought I would see those eyes of yours so filled with resolve.
Get back! It's down! Enlightened domination!
There! An opening!
Here I go! Spirit!
Thunder of the roiling heavens, fall to the battlefield!
Let's go! Spirit!
Moving out. Darkness, sunder them!
I'm up! Get back! Now! An opening!
You've grown An opening! Will you survive this?
Here I go! Spirit!
My turn. Spirit!
I'm up! Get back! Now! An opening!
All right. Darkness, sunder them!
There! An opening!
It's my turn! Yeah!
Thanks!
Take this! An opening!
My turn. Yeah!
It's my turn!
There!
Thunder of the roiling heaven.
Here I go! Yeah!
Moving out. Over here! There! Shoulder the cross of defiance! You're finished!
I'll handle this.
Ready yourself!
It's my turn! Here's a pick-me-up!
Let's go!
Not enough! Take this! An opening!
All right.
Sure!
Let's go! Yeah!
Thanks.
It's my turn!
Recharge!
Thunder of the roiling heavens, fall!
My turn. I got you!
Here I go! I'll handle this. Yeah.
It's my turn! There! Now! An opening!
Take this! An opening!
All right! Spirit!
Here I go! Spirit!
Ready yourself!
All right! Showtime! They're down! You're wide open!
Let's go! Take this!
I'm up! Get back! Now! Enlightened domination!
You have prevailed.
We'll keep going for a brighter tomorrow! That's how it's done.
They did it!
They surpassed Lien.
So that's the power of 250 years of training.
Imperial Army, General Van Dyke. It is time we wake the World Serpent. On behalf of His Majesty, I now issue the final order to begin Operation Jormungand. We declare war at 1200 hours tomorrow. The Republic's destruction will soon follow.
Leave it to me. Thanks.
My mind is clear. My...
I won't forgive you!
Let's go.
I won't forgive you!
This is it!
My turn. Arcus, activate!
It's my turn.
Here we go! Fly away! I won't forgive you!
Thank you.
This'll help!
Thank you.
Ha!
Ugh.
It's my turn.
Thunderfist! Now!
Yeah!
You won't escape! It's down! Everyone, lend me your strength!
I'll handle
Leave it to me! Let's go! Cut through!
I'll handle this. Arcus, activate!
Ready. Arcus, activate!
Thanks.
Let's go! Right!
Not on my watch!
All right then. Now, this'll end it. Gilgamesh Breaker!
It's my turn.
Roaring winds! Sweep them away!
You're wide open.
Ready. Arcus, activate! Ah!
Thank you.
My turn. I leave it to you.
Watch and learn. Judgment time. Eat this!
You're wide open. Ha! Ha! Ah!
Ready. I won't let you!
Here we go! Fly away!
Back at you!
My mind is clear. Let's go.
All right. Judgment time. Eat this!
Ah!
Here I come! Let's go!
Leave it to me.
Thanks.
Not on my watch!
Ha!
Leave it to me. Thanks. All right. Arcus, activate.
Let's go.
Arcus, activate! Not on my watch!
Here I come! Let's go! Mjolnir!
Sure.
I appreciate it.
Ready. Switch with me.
I got this. Try this on for size.
Crimson Gale! They're off guard! Back me up!
Understood.
All right. Arcus, activate!
Eye for an eye! Let's go. Switch with me.
I'll take over. Arcus, activate!
My mind is clear. My blade empty.
My turn.
Here we go! Fly away!
Eye for an eye!
Back at you!
Earlier than expected, too.
Yes, we've come for you, Rufus.
Did you really think those two from Ouroboros would hold us up for long?
It doesn't matter. They've fulfilled their role. The only thing we require for the rivalry is the Azure Awakener included. Campanella and Mariabelle were to thin out your ranks.
How could...
Man, say what you really mean, why don't you?
This guy has textbook...
Ouroboros has their own priorities, and we have ours. We can't expect outside.
Yes, I suppose their organization is only interested in
Today's just full of interesting info.
That's a topic for another...
The wings stolen from the Steel Maiden's Divine Knight.
The Auric Knight has completely absorbed them now.
That power was rightfully won by the Ashen Knight.
Rufus Alborea, the man before me. Interrupting a duel at the last minute.
Allow me to grant you...
Brace yourself!
Heavenly Thunder! Let's go! Cut through!
Moving out!
Take this!
My turn! Let's go!
Holy Blade! Take this! Satanic Claw!
How's that?
Orb of your EXA! Activate!
My turn. Arcus, act.
It's my turn! Arcus, activate! Give me a break, everyone. Leave it to me. Thanks.
Not here!
Shining light.
Cut through!
Don't take me lightly!
Very well.
Thanks.
Leave it to me! Ha!
Thanks! Very well.
Let's go!
Damn you!
Twilight lightning!
Leave it to me! Ha!
Thanks.
It's my turn! Cut through! Now! Let's go, everyone! Leave it to me! Shipping!
All right!
Brace yourself!
Pathetic fools!
Moving out! Arcus, activate!
I hope you're prepared for this.
Sure!
Leave it to me! Pierce the...
It's time I fought in earnest.
Back at you!
Good luck!
Thanks! Moving out!
Take this! Infernal Gale! Huh? Now!
There!
My turn! Yeah!
Thanks!
Shining light.
Cut through!
My turn! Judgment time! Eat this!
My turn! Arcus activate!
It's my turn! Ha!
Thank you. Ha!
I got your back!
Thank you.
Sucker! Very well.
On your knees!
My turn. Judgment time. Eat this! There!
It's mine! Leave it to me. Rosetta Arrow!
Shining light. Cut through! It's my turn! Cut through!
Leave it to me. Arcus activate.
My turn. Judgment time. Eat this!
It's my turn.
Holy flame! Take this!
My turn. Ha!
You have my thanks.
My turn.
It's my turn. Let's go.
Away with you!
Now. Let's go, Reed.
Got it!
Eternally flowing. Form is emptiness. Emptiness is form.
First! Second! Third! Fourth! Fifth! Sixth! Seventh! 8 leaves! Breaking dawn!
I see. I can't afford to lose. All right, got it. The gain by siding with them, Professor. Is your research so important to you that you can't tell right from wrong?
I don't recall siding with anyone. I work only for the sake of my research. Those barrier generators were incidental busy work at best. I have already evaluated the results of my second and fourth disciple.
Their results? The third disciple is George, and the first one was...
Mother, what is this all about? Why are you working with the Black Workshop?
Observing the results of our product's field tests is part of our standard contract. Beyond that, well, a smart girl like you should be able to figure out the rest. Now then.
As per my contract, I, the Severing Eclipse, am obligated to restrain you. I will not allow you to lay even one finger upon Chairman Arena, nor her generators.
Damn. You asked for it, Angie. Let's finish this!
It all ends here, Lady Elisa.
Back off! Coming at you full force!
Brace yourself!
Blinding light, gather in my blade! Iola's Saber!
I'm up! Get back!
Black butterflies fluttering.
What? How could this be?
It's my turn.
Here I come. Shadow Stitch!
I won't forgive you!
I didn't ask you to do that.
Let's do it!
Thanks.
My mind is clear. My blade empty. Now!
It will take more than that to set.
This is it! You failed your inspection!
None of my watch!
Bomber cannon, fire!
Damn you!
All right, time to go all.
Here I come!
This isn't looking good. There!
It's my turn.
Khaled Bulk, activate!
It's my turn.
I am bound by my chains no longer.
Sorry,
I'm finished.
I can't lose.
Thanks. Bomber cannon, fire!
How could this be?
Ready. Arcus, activate!
Here I come. Shadow Stitch!
I won't forgive you! Ah!
I didn't ask you to do that.
Arcus, activate!
This is it! You failed your inspection! One more! This is the end! Justice Bullet!
Sorry, everyone.
How could this be?
Black butterflies fluttering in darkness. Gather to me!
How can this be?
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me.
It's my turn.
Time to get a little serious.
I'll cast a spell on you. So pretty.
Leave it to me. Let's go!
Let's go. There. There.
Take Truly, a remarkable performance.
Orbital Gear EXA, activate!
Is this it for me?
Now, let's keep going.
I did it! Woohoo!
I must train even...
Looks like this is it, man. Guess I better say it now. Thanks for everything. It's been a blast.
Crow. Yeah. We're in this together. To the very end.
So, you've come. I suppose I should commend you for making it this far. You defeated my Ironbloods, the Anguis, the almighty Conflagration, and moreover, acquired the powers of the other knight. Those were no small feat.
It's true. Each battle pushed us to our very limit. I should have expected no less of those who chose to serve you.
Perhaps I may have gone a little overboard in my quest to fuel this fortress. But no matter. All the conditions have been met now. However, Valimar, to me. Bring the sword with you.
What? Oh, right. He was Valimar's previous Awakener, wasn't he?
Rean, what shall I do?
It's fine. You can come.
It's been a long time. My mistake. In this life, you were known as Gilead Osborne.
Call me by any name you like. You have my thanks for looking after Rean. Moreover, it seems you've recovered your memories.
Indeed. I owe that to Liane.
Yeah, and it's thanks to her.
Millium. I'm glad we were able to talk like this once more. I will have to give my thanks to Liane for both of you.
Yeah, she was a pretty incredible person. I'm glad to see you too.
I welcome you as well, other members of class.
Arcus, activate!
Fall!
Thanks.
Yes! Let's go!
Burn to ash!
Not today!
Yeah! my secret weapon!
This isn't good.
Ha!
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks for the help.
Eternally flowing. Form is emptiness.
Behold, the dual blades of Vander. Now, I'll...
Fallen Knight!
I got this.
Thank you.
Now, let's dip.
To your knee!
Not today!
Good luck!
Thanks. Damn it!
Leave it to me. Let's go!
Very well.
Most impressive.
It's ready. The time has come.
The time for the 7 fragments of power to clash and become whole again.
Now they will vie for control over the reformed Great One, the being which holds the infinite power of 2 Septarians.
Come, Ordine!
Master, wait!
Father!
We had planned for the final rivalry to take place once the war below had reached its climax. It's too early. We must wait another day at the very least. Otherwise, there won't be enough energy. The Reformation will be incomplete.
It's fine, Alberic. There is more than enough strife in the world to suit our needs. Some battles begin long before any blood is shed. The time has come to settle this!
It's my turn!
Get back! All right!
It's my turn!
There! Come! Sit!
My turn! Ha!
All right!
Over here! It's my turn!
Recharge!
My turn. Yeah!
All right!
Over here! They're down! You're wide open!
Yes!
Too easy!
Ready!
Well fought.
So this is...
The power of the final rivalry!
Yeah. This is it then.
Instructor! Reen!
Not today!
All right!
Thank you.
Divide! Here I go!
Thanks.
Here I go! You can't escape! Fire!
Let's go!
We're in trouble. Yeah!
Eternally flow. Form is emptiness. Emptiness is form. First, second, third, fourth, fifth.
Very well. Cha!
Here I go! Yeah! Don't give up!
Thanks.
I'll save you.
Thank you. Not today!
I shall go. Rionac, activate. Fire!
Behold, the dual blades of Vander. Now, I'll end it. Ha! Ragnar, strike!
The pale darkness!
Something's coming. It's... Rean! Yes! He did it!
Rean! You won!
I'm so relieved.
Seriously, you always have to make us worry to the very end, don't you?
Crazy bastard pulled it off.
Huh? Is something the matter, Crow? Wait, where's Milliam?
I'm right here!
Oh, don't scare me like that. The Ashen Knight has won. This should put an end to... Milliam? What's wrong?
I had a feeling this would happen.
Huh? What do you mean?
Okay. This just might work. What do you think, Valimar? Can you make it?
Yes. All of the powers have converged in me. Breaking through the atmosphere should pose little trouble.
What?
You... Breaking through the atmosphere?
No! It can't be!
You can't keep it under control any longer, can you?
The curse's true form. The endless malice of Ishmelga, the Ebon Knight.
That's right.
Relinquish it to me. Your soul, your entire being. Yes. Yes.
So, this is it. The being that ate away at Emperor Drycles and my father. When the Ebon Knight was corrupted by malice, its logic system awoke as its own self-conscious entity. Evil personified, it sought to become an almighty being, controlling humanity by spreading its curse. But now, it's been torn from its physical form and brought to our plane, making this my one and only chance to destroy it for good.
Wait, no! What are you going to do?
There has to be another way! You bastard! Screw you! And screw your bullshit plan too!